Let's move on to the Sunday nighter. Steelers-Chargers. Steelers-Chargers. Chargers open up at -6. There are some 7s on the board. 7 at Bovada, 7 at BetOnline, 7 at Pinnacle. The 7 at Pinnacle's at +109. 6.5s everywhere else. This total opened up at 41.5, and we see a bunch of 41s on the board now. 70 Fahrenheit, sunny, 6 miles per hour in Los Angeles will be the win. Chargers, sorry. Yes, okay, that is right. Sorry, I was looking at, that's the same wind as the Broncos game. Okay, Chargers are not good. Should they be 7-point favorites over anyone, Donnie? I know it's must-win time for them, and the Steelers are down to Devlin Hodges at quarterback. I'm expecting Devlin Hodges, but this is a Chargers team that now we already know they don't have Derwin James. Now they don't have Melvin Ingram either. I mean, this Chargers defense, this Chargers team is just beaten up and hurt. And even with Devlin Hodges, I lean towards the Steelers covering. Is that crazy, Donnie?
You lean towards the Steelers where you're saying it's not crazy because you're getting 7 points, and what we see out of the Chargers is they run every play down to 1 second. They throw 75,000 crossing routes, and it's just what they do. And I like actually the way the defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers is stepping up. But having said that, a third-string quarterback going on the road in this first game, it's such a tough thing to overcome. So I think the Steelers will be game in this and they'll try to rise up. But let's not forget also, we're getting a 1-4 Pittsburgh team. We're not getting like, a 2 an even record or, above 500 team. Let's rally around this kid until, we might figure out when Mason Rudolph's getting back or somebody's coming down. This is a really tough blow to go out on the road. Now, the one thing I will say is this will be an absolute home game. The Steelers fans will take this stadium over, and it's going to be loud in the favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to be nice. It's one of those games, Jimmy. If it's 7, I might get interested in the Steelers, but if it stays under a touchdown, it's hard to back the Steelers if we're going to give me a third-string quarterback in this ball game.
You talked about how slow the pace is for the Chargers. I love the Steelers' defense. Ant fam liking the under. The under makes so much sense to me. This under sitting at 41.5 or 41. What about the under here in Steelers-Chargers, Donnie?
It makes a lot of sense because let's say Pittsburgh's game plan here going into the weekend. Do you actually think they're going to dial and say, hey, look, this guy's never started before. We're going on the road. Let's throw it all over the place. No way. Lean on that big offensive line, hand the football off, protect it. And then when we take a look at the opposite side, I like the Steelers defense. I think they're coming into their own. They got some nice pieces. They're somewhat healthy. And again, Phillip Rivers is going to throw 9-yard routes on 3rd and 10 repeatedly, and they're going to be punting the football, moving it downfield. I like your look on the under here, Jimmy. I do.
I watched this game. My dad is a big Chargers fan, and I've never seen Phillip Rivers look worse than I did against Denver. Did you get a chance to see how bad he looked? Because I was beside myself with how I don't remember him ever looking this bad.
I watched the entire football game and watched it from start to finish, and he has great intuition in the pocket, as I like to call it, with an older quarterback where he can't move around. So he sort of just throws to a spot and hopes the guy is actually going to get there. He doesn't throw a great deep ball anymore. It seems like it's Keenan Allen or nobody, or maybe Austin Eckler is a dump off pass. They're not a big play offense. Not at all.
He looked terrible, and he's always blaming somebody. He's always blaming somebody, and I just dislike him very much and dislike him more each time I watch him. And I've, at times, been a Chargers fan. At times I've liked their squad. And he was whining after every play and everybody. Now, I saw Melvin Gordon miss some spots, miss some blocks, but still a lot of whining. That's your Sunday nighter. And I put a second asterisk beside the under in Steelers Chargers. Joe Yurkovich says Old Man Rivers. And Fam says the under is one of my top plays for Sunday. Tormina says Steelers should trade for Tannehill. Nico says, so we have 2 different looks from Robert Weimer and our guy Nico, both our guys. Robert Weimer says this is a buy low situation for the Chargers. And Nico says, I don't care who the quarterback is for Pitt. The line is too high. Sell the Chargers. Thomas says, I can't believe Steelers are really going to start an undrafted rookie. Good chance they trade for a quarterback. That's the Sunday nighter.